Temperatures. It's 20 past the hour. A complete weather report from Steve Deschler in 20 minutes.
Oh, lucky moi, lucky vous. Pat Collins has an interview with Miss Piggy.
Oh, yes. A kissy kissy, as Miss Piggy would say. In the entertainment business, the key word is momentum. And right now, Miss Piggy is on a roll. There's a network special tonight, an exercise album to compete with Jane Fonda's, no less, her very own calendar in 1983, plus merchandising deals that have her face on everything but packaged cold cuts. I spoke by transatlantic hookup with the Porcine Divine.
Oh, Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy. Hello?
Oh, Patricia.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, I was just watching the Moniteur, which has this striking blonde. Oh, it's moi!
That's you.
Yes,
that's
dear.
you, Miss Piggy.
Yes, so nice to see you, Patricia.
Well, and it's all right to call me Pat, Miss Piggy. I feel we sort of know each other.
Yes.
I have watched you for so long.
Yes, it must be a tremendous thrill for vous.
Well, it really is. Now, you are there in our London bureau. I think we really need to know what you're doing there in London.
Yes, well, you see, I was shopping in London with Kermit. Yes, we were getting some flippers. He's going swimming. And then I was told that there would be a glamorous hotel suite where we would have an interview with you, and we've come to this kind of tacky control room.
Now, Miss Piggy, tonight you have your own special on ABC.
ABC, yes, I'm so excited about it. However, there was a teensy-weensy, shall we say, misunderstanding between this superstar and that other network. We had a little tiff, if you will.
Well, maybe you can explain that.
I'd
What
rather not
happened?
talk about it.
What is your favorite number in the special?
I showed my talents off in the concert segment, singing about emotions.
I want to talk a little bit about your new shape. And I think it's in some ways
Yes.
the result of your exercise program, is it not?
Yes, yes, aerobics.
Now, is this a little like the Jane Fonda and Diana Ross?
No. No, this is things like, sitting down. And
Sitting down.
standing up. And
That's another good one.
dialing the phone. Everyday things, you see?
I'm exhausted. No, it's too much for me. Now, do you do any exercises with Kermit?
Yes, Kermit and I have an exercise called Lift the One You Love. You gotta lift the one you love. You got to love the one you're lifting. You got to care and really show it. Use your muscles so he'll know it. Lift, and you'll be happy. You gotta stretch.
Now, I'd like to talk a little bit more about your relationship with Kermit, if it's not too personal. Is Kermit a little reluctant to take the big step? Is that the problem?
Well, you know, frogs are shy, as you know. And he's reluctant. He gives me many reasons why we can't really tie the knot now. He doesn't, of course, say in public that he wants to. He will always deny it. He does protest too much. But he and I know we have a special relationship, and no matter how shy he is, someday, I know it will happen.
Well, that is a matter for debate about Kermit and Miss Piggy tying the knot. After all, she's become a very big star. She's clearly emerged heads and shoulders and snouts above the other Muppets.
She's taken over Tom Fenton's role.
She's taken over Tom Fenton's. Yes, we're going to hear from Tom about that. But I think she's got a big career in front of her. She makes the right decisions.
Do you ever wonder at the kinds of things you do in your job?
Yes, I want my children wonder a lot. What do you really do, Mommy? But they like it when I interview people like Miss Piggy.
Well, in the next half hour, Pat will talk with the man behind Miss Piggy, literally. So stay with us.
For softer, smoother skin, switch to Dove.
These are the top stories this morning. Israelis in Beirut are in the Soviet embassy. The Bonn government fails, and the family leaves for Princess Grace's funeral in Monaco. You know what they always say, behind every successful woman, there's a man, and behind every pig, there's also 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 men.
Oh, Bill, you know, Frank Oz is the puppeteer genius behind really a whole cast of characters. He is the irrepressible Cookie Monster, the Hamlet-inspired Grover, the brash and lovable and vulnerable Fozzie Bear, Bert of Ernie and Bert, and that Muppet primitive named animal. But it is Miss Piggy, who is his most successful creation. And in London, Frank Oz tried to explain her popularity.
She's ambitious. She wants a career. She wants to express herself. And it's funny about her. The thing that I think is nice is that she doesn't have a terrific figure, let's face it. She doesn't sing terrific, let's face it. She is a pig, and yet she carries off glamour very well. And I think she just transcends all the limitations she has. And I think each of us has our own limitations. It's very nice not to dwell on them, but to transcend them and be the best person we can be. And I think she does that.
I notice that men and women like her for different reasons. The women like her because they would like to be as open and sometimes as positively aggressive as she is.
Women have told me that too, because women aren't necessarily allowed to be that way, open and aggressive and honest. Men either. Men and women in society aren't really allowed to. You don't have much opportunity to. And she just is all out like that.
I find the men who relate to Miss Piggy like her because she's so much like women they know.
I hope not. There's more like her. I don't know. I think, I mean, it's nice to hear that. I think I get a lot of that where people say, gee, she reminds me of someone I know very well, which means a lot to me because somehow again, she touches people, which is really the nice part.
What is there about all the Muppets that people relate to? And they often relate to the Muppets more easily than they relate to real people.
They break down barriers. I think the Miss Piggy and Fozzie and Kermit and Gonzo and Floyd and all those characters, they break down barriers. It's when you and I are talking, if I don't know you on the street, we're going to have some walls between us. We don't know. But talking to a character, it's a symbol. And I think it's the same as talking to a 4-year-old. You'll bend down, be very warm to them on the street. It's a shame we can't do that to each other. But it's like talking to a 4-year-old child. There's no barriers there. You're open to it. And I think in the same sense, you're open to the characters that way.
Hi, Ma! Take out the effect, fade to black and roll the commercial. What he said!
This portion of the CBS Morning News is sponsored by Sanka brand decaffeinated coffee.